Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's Linda G. I couldn't get my video done yesterday because if I have any dairy, my stomach gets upset, so I can't have dairy, and I love dairy. I wanted to bring up real quick my friends Marie and John. They did from JT's Firehouse Coffee and Tea. They did this little book. They're from Florida. And no, they're not Trumpsters. Tips and thoughts on living the story we want to tell, life lessons. Dedicated to everyone who has crossed my path, past and present, Marie. Integrity and character. It's really cute. You know what? I don't know if you can get this on Amazon or if we have to write them. I'll find out. I'll ask them. So thank you guys very much. That's a very sweet book. I like it. I like it. Okay, so listen, I want to tell you something. I had a hit about 2 days ago, and I wasn't quite sure what this is about, but let me tell you what the hit was. All of a sudden, I felt like ash covering me. Now, maybe that's the other Turkey earthquake we just had, but I felt like explosion and ash. So I don't know, and I don't know if you guys saw in the news, but there was no ash with that, but there was a meteorite that hit Texas, a town in Texas, and they had this person's, camera in the front, and you could hear the boom, and boom, it hit. They had a chicken out in front, but it was pretty loud. It shook everything. So anyway, that's what I was getting, some sort of hit, some sort of boom. I wasn't sure if it was even, because I've also been feeling like I don't feel a nuclear hit, but my friend said nuclear wouldn't involve ash. But I'm not feeling a nuclear hit, but I feel something happening at a nuclear place, some sort of meltdown. But it doesn't feel like it's the United States. It feels like it's in a different country. That's what made me think that 6 point something was that, the ash. But I could feel ash. I could feel explosion. And a little bit of fire, so that probably won't be the earthquake. So I felt fiery. So I don't know if that's, bomb or volcano, but I was getting it. I could feel the soot on me. I could feel it. So that's coming up. Not sure, but it doesn't feel like it's the United States. Okay, so thank you guys. I got 300 some odd questions. Azealia wants to know, is Jack Smith going to eventually look at any international crimes Trump and family may have committed after the documents in January 6 cases are completed? And what I get on that is no, Jack Smith won't be looking into it. But he already has the information on this, and he's going to push it that Merrick Garland or whoever's in office will take care of it. It feels like there's another person that's going to do it. Maybe not even Merrick Garland or Jack Smith. But I'm feeling, and I think I might have read this unless I dreamt it, but I'm feeling that Jack Smith is putting the dots together and realizing Trump 100%, and I told you guys this from the beginning I started this channel, was brought into office with Russia. Russia helped him get into office. I think a lot of this information is in his face. So he's kind of focusing on that, but he has to focus more on the January 6th and the records. He's looking at that right now. So that's coming right up. Hey, did you guys watch that MSNBC special on Rudy Giuliani? Well, I saw it last night and it was good. And let me tell you, this guy said he's Satan's spawn. Him and Trump are two peas in the pod. It's always about them. And he used to come off like such a king, like such a good person. He was going to fight white collar crime and stuff. But, okay. Linda, Chico. Thank you, Chico. I know we are supposed to raise our vibrations and stay above all negativity. What happens when someone suffers depression? Very common, by the way. How can the rest of us help to raise them up again? You know, they have to do it themselves. My sister can tell you guys a story. After her two sons were born, she was really depressed and she was really complaining about her husband, but he was working. He was always gone. He was always, you know, he's a big mucky muck attorney, partner in a law firm. And then one day I said to her, Deb, you're the only one who can take yourself out of this funk. You're the only one who can do it. Somehow or the other, she thought about it and she actually started going, you know, because her husband made good money and she could go to Europe or whatever. She started getting involved with programs and that's when I think she hooked up with the Bunko girls and she just got her own social life and she had a ball doing it. Look at, I got the Carrie Lake lens going right now. It's really cold outside and I think that's part of the reason that this thing acts up like that. Could be my hand in the way too. Hold on. Hello. She's a lady. Okay. Above the clouds, are Trump's lawyers working on a plea deal with Garland and Smith? They will work as hard as they can to try to get a plea deal, but I don't see no plea deal. Maybe a combination of things that are going on, but I don't see any plea deal. By the way, they just announced that they're removing something on the Alec Baldwin thing. I told you guys, I see Alec Baldwin. I think he already paid a good sum of money to the family, but I don't see him going to jail. Okay. This is a good one. Maria said, what's Carrie Lake's future? She's still pondering lies about her loss and now rumor is she's going to try for the Senate. Will she be successful? I do see her trying for the Senate. And I'm going to tell you something. Why those Republicans don't stop these cray-crays, because most of them don't get put in. They got to stop these cray-crays because now she'll take up all the air out of the room to try for the Senate and she'll lose. Let's look. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle called me a blessing. Okay, my flowers are still doing good. Carrie Lake's future. Angel of Light and Mercy. Tell me about Carrie Lake's future. Carrie Lake's future. Happy President's Day, by the way. Ooh, she really is obsessed. She's obsessed. She didn't win. She can't prove she won. She thinks she's entitled. She thinks she has quite the career. She might have the career in the QAnon. She's got the tower, so Jesus, I think she's gonna lose again. Because she's just blown up. It's like she's riding her horse. She thinks she's got all that in a cup of tea, and then she blows up. So things won't work out the way she hopes. See, she's got the 10 of Cups reverse. There's people blowing smoke up her rear, you know, telling her, oh, you're all that in a cup of tea. So, okay. Okay. Okay, this is a good one. This is from Timber Vati. How do psychics avoid predicting and sharing one's potential impending death or passing? Well, I don't get people's potential deaths, usually the person I'm reading, but sometimes I can see if the mom or dad or someone, I even see ex-husbands sometimes passing. And, you know, it depends on the temperature of the room, whether I would say it or not. Some people are like, I remember this woman I read, and she mentioned something about her ex-husband, and all of a sudden I saw him drop dead. I said, And she didn't hate him or anything. I said, I see him dropping dead. She goes, Linda, he's only like 46 years old. It's my daughter's father. I said, I know. I said, I just saw that. Could mean nothing. Maybe he has a heart attack and he survives. Well, he died. So I don't know why some people don't see it. I'd rather not see it, but when I'm reading someone, all of a sudden it'll be right there. Why am I so good at predicting death? I have no idea. By the way, we need to say prayers for Jimmy Carter. I don't know why Wednesday is strong in my mind for him, but you know, my dad was in hospice, I don't know how many times. He'd go in, we'd be by his bedside, next thing you know, oh, gee, I feel great. And Jimmy Carter is pretty powerful. You know, that man worked hard. But he's going to the higher realm. Let me tell you, the angels are already gathered. I heard that the room just vibrates of peace, and I'm sure there's a light in there. They know where they're going. So somebody just said, oh, excited to hear about your hit. I don't know if we should be excited about it. I don't want to scare you guys, but I saw, because I got to tell you what I see. I felt dust or ash or soot on me. And I thought, where the hell's that coming from? And it felt like a boom, like some sort of explosion. So I hope it's not a bomb. Okay. Okay, so this is a Pierre wants to know, can you tell us who from 45 through the individuals of his inner circle that will not be charged? It's getting confusing and taking so much time. I thought it would be easier to read on not being charged versus being charged. I want them all to be charged. And yes, I understand fear. And here's the deal with that. There'll be charges and there'll be people who have to step away. But actually naming them or wishing for it doesn't help our spiritual realm. But, and you don't have to be a peace, love, dove. I love these people. Please, God, protect them. Just know that justice will be served. And don't worry about the details of who. Because, yeah, you know, even the Matt Gaetz thing, people were all upset. What do you mean they're not going to charge them? Well, that guy Green isn't a good witness. That girl isn't a good. Plus, I think somebody got paid off. I think the girl got paid off because remember, his dad has a lot of money. But there's something else coming up with him. They might even announced it out loud. Well, somebody told them you better announce it. But I almost feel like they announced it and they thought, we got something else in our pocket over here. Okay. Oh, New Zealand just said hi. Hi, Kiwi. Okay. With lawsuits against Fox News, will lawsuits against Fox News have an effect on how the news will be reported in the future? Absolutely, yes. And don't forget, you guys, if someone makes a comment below you with a phone number saying it's me, call me, that's never me, okay? It's never me. And thank you guys who took a screenshot and sent it to me. Because my friend Dan knows how to go in there and block them till the cows come home. I never ask for money. I never give you a phone number to call. So let's look. Lawsuits against Fox News. I see that Dominion. I see a big payout. And I see heads rolling. Hold on. Tell me what's going to happen. I see a bunch of attorneys on the Fox News side. Oh, you know what really hurt was those text messages. Like when Tucker told them to fire that girl because she told the truth. And our stock prices are falling. You have to fire her and fire her now. Well, it changed the way. You know, when I first read on it, Rupert Murdoch, which I thought would already be 10 feet under. It's going to create like, they will have to, because I think I told you guys years ago, I saw Fox News totally changing its course. Because they're not a news organization. Never were. Don't claim to be really. Because they're giving so much fake news. So what I see is, and remember this, I see as they're being condemned for what they did, proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and then, you know, hit, I see all the people that give them money backing out, like, no. So without the money, they can't keep going. You're going to have the usual Fox News people watching, but I do see some heads rolling. Is it Tucker Carlson? I see Tucker Carlson still having a few years there. That Janine, whatever her name is, she's going. Okay, Roberta. Hi, Linda. Much respect from a new fan and a first-time commentator. Thank you, Roberta. Will Santos have enough sense to resign soon, or will he have to be legally removed? He doesn't want to resign. You can take that to the bank. I haven't read on him in a while. He's keeping kind of quiet. Will Santos be removed soon? So anyway, let's put blessings out to President Carter, who I'm not worried about in the least. His soul is intact. Fox News have an effect on how the news will be reported. No, I already did that. Santos will have enough sense to. There's some other people coming around complaining about him. Ooh, not good. I've said this already, and I'm sorry he's taking so long to go. He might not go till June, you guys. Sorry. Yeah, it could even be a recall or something. There's something going to happen that I literally think he'll be forced out. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, Sally, Wisconsin Supreme Court judgeship is important to the 2024 election. We have one great candidate and two right-wingers. The primary is this week in the formal vote. Any luck for Wisconsin this time? Judge Jan is a name we hope has a win. Her last name is, I can't say it. She said Judge Janet's easier to remember. Will Judge Janet win the Supreme Court in Wisconsin? It feels close. Will Judge Janet win the Supreme Court? Will Judge Janet win the Supreme Court in Wisconsin? I wonder if she's getting threats. That's weird. It's almost like there's death threats or death or something, but look at the outcome card. That's like success, winning. Maybe she'll have a family member that crosses, a mother or father or something, or a husband, but yeah, success. But look, we got the death card, we got the coffin card, we got the card that comes with this, which means physical death. So I don't know what this is about. Somebody's going to get sick. Something's going on. But the outcome card is like, yes, but there's bad news with it. So we'll see. Okay. Do you see? Okay, artist. Hi, Linda. Do you see how far the toxins from the burn cloud from the derailment in Iowa traveled? Will it make it to New York? Oh yeah, that toxin has gone a long ways. Why am I not seeing New York? It could be the way the wind blows, but I'm seeing it going off to the East Coast. I'm not seeing New York, sweetie, not at all. It's dissipating as it goes, but it's a horrible derailment. This thing is a lot bigger than they're trying to act, and you and I know this. Okay, Kathy says, Hello, Linda. A while back, you said you had a bad feeling about something. And Mel said the same, has said he had the same feeling, but you never really said why. Do you still have the same feeling? Was it something with the United States? I think this is that March thing. There's something in March, it could be that explosion, all that, like maybe somebody does something really stupid. It could be a good sizable, another good earthquake or something, but it's some sort of disaster that's coming in March. That's what I'm getting, some sort of disaster in March. Right now, the guy just showed me the Supreme Court. They might make a ruling that's really going to piss people off in a minute. You got your stubborn ones in there that are still going to vote for these terrible laws, but I do see Roberts and Kavanaugh and those other guys voting the right way. But could be something coming up with the Supreme Court. Okay. Okay. Marilyn, thanks a lot. Please give us an update on Hunter Biden. I know he got some good attorneys and he's suing the hell out of all these people saying all this stuff. Because remember, they can't be saying stuff that's on a computer from a computer guy that made stuff up. So it's a nothing burger. I wonder what Jordan's doing, because I see him upset. Hunter Biden, how's he doing? Hunter Biden's really trying to be on the even keel. I know he had his issues. He's actually working hard. And he's tired of all the bull. And he's winning. He's going to be winning success. Might even get monetary gain. Here's his dad, the king, in the house. Here's him being stuck, not being able to move very far. And here's a woman that really cares for him. But look at this, you guys. The Three of Cups and the happy home. So there's good news coming to him. Okay? Even in 3 years, he's really moving forward. Susie wants to know, what do you see will happen to education like in Arkansas and Mississippi, where they want to take federal school funds and create vouchers to private schools? They want to, or they're going to? Vouchers. I see a big legal trouble with that. There's some sort of legal trouble that's going to come up. It's not going to work out, you guys. There's some sort of legal trouble. There's something that's underhanded here. I don't know if they're even kind of doing the vouchers and then people pay a little more or something. So only people with money get a good break. It's something that's not equal. That's what I'm hearing. You guys, I don't know why I keep seeing the Supreme Court. Let me ask real quick. Maybe this goes before the Supreme Court. What's going on? Why do I keep seeing the Supreme Court? Good news. Good news with a heartache. Someone's leaving. Someone's leaving the Supreme Court. Someone may actually have like heart issues or not be able to stay because of heart issues, and they're having to walk away. But it's like the karmic star. So this is prophesized. It's like people have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's like, aha, finally. Okay. Yes, everybody's asking about our Jimmy. So when I send him money to his little building houses stuff, you know, I was born in Georgia, so I'm a Georgia peaches. Polly wants to know how come we're having so many human beings missing. I just read on that actor that's missing from some hike, and I definitely saw he had crossed. A lot of it is accidents that take place. But I also see being lost, and I also see being abducted. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, or, you know, I'm seeing abduction of some sort. Okay. Okay, so listen, Antonio asked, well, you know, I want to know China's going to provide weapons, and I think Mel and I talked about that. Yeah, they want to. They may have already done it, but Biden has said, "Do go ahead, do that, and watch what happens." And even though they act like they don't care what Biden says, they do care what Biden says. So I see them kind of standing down, because let me tell you, China can't afford to go into any. We can't afford it either. Nobody can afford to go to war. So I see them standing down, and I see them, you know, maybe handing some money to Russia, but they're not going to help them out the way they'd like. Ramon said, as we get closer to March 23rd, 2023, will our psychic abilities have us more in tune with the other side? Pluto in Aquarius. Well, I'm going to be with Andre, I think Wednesday. So I'll ask him then. Are we going to be more in tune? I'll ask him then, because I'm not an astrology person. How's Navani doing? Mary asked. Our sweet Navani. How's Navani doing? You know, Putin wants to kill him. If it was up to Putin, which he already tried to kill him a couple of times, he'd already be gone. But he keeps living, and he gets a lot of press. So he would create more chaos. He's smart that way, Putin is. Trump isn't smart like that. He would create more chaos, and the United States would be right in the middle of it. Especially if you didn't on Biden's watch. You know, they killed that poor reporter for the Washington Post, and nobody paid for it. Well, they faked it like someone paid for it, but we know who was in charge of that. So let's take a look, see at Novani. How you doing, sweetie? He's hanging in there. He's looking at the world saying, I can't wait to get out there again. He's coming up with ideas. He's working hard. You know, it's like a battle all the time for him over there. I'm glad Pluto's going into Aquarius. Look, remember I saw him opening the doors of the jailhouse and standing out there? Something's getting ready to happen for him. He might be released. I wouldn't doubt if Putin goes down and then finally all the doors open. Okay. We got more big names going, you guys. I'm not going to say the names because some people's families watch this, so I don't want to say it, but there's Hollywood names. What? Okay. Um, Oh, yeah, Peggy. Peggy said, will there be laws coming up with the truth of advertising, especially food ingredients? You know, we're not putting any money, especially when Trump came in office, he pulled money with the FDA. There will be more truth about what they have in beverages and foods and stuff. We're not even checking our produce or anything, you know, and a lot of that organic isn't necessarily organic. They lie and they stamp it organic. Don't worry, that will come. It's a couple of years, but it's coming. Oh, this is funny. DK. When Trumplicans cross over, do they see the light, or do some souls hold on to the false belief even on the other side? If not immediate, does it take time for them to transition to realize the error of their actions and beliefs? Some say there is no such thing as right and wrong in a spiritual sense, yet there is a stark difference between light and darkness. And Dawn wrote below, yes, please, my beloved mother was bamboozled by these fools. I ask her all the time if she sees the truth now that she's on the other side. She was terrified for me because of the crap she was force-fed. And even like Scientology, when Kirstie, whatever her name was, Kirstie Allen died, I picked up a sense that she was having a little trouble transferring, because what a woe. It's not a true religion. It's totally fake. Okay. She didn't meet no UFOs or nothing. It's totally fake. So as far as the Trumplicans, when they go over, of course, it's nothing but pure love. And yeah, and it's the only thing they suffer from is how they judged others. And that includes people who don't believe in this and who are Democrats or independents, and they think everybody's crazy. But watch what your words say. You can't be calling everybody names, you know, as much as we enjoy it. When you do that, you ding yourself. So that's what happens. See, if you listen to Fox News, which I don't, but it's nothing about how terrible everybody is. So then they start thinking that everybody's this, fake news, you know, this, they need to shoot the media. And all that is junk. It's crap. It's created by the demons, Giuliani and Trump. They truly are psychopaths. They have no concern or care for any of these poor people. And I'm so happy the Proud Boys are going to come in and they're going to subpoena him and make him go on the stand. And you know what he'll do? He'll say, I never told him to do that. I never said that. And then they're going to hate him. Okay, so that was a good question. I'm curious, is the girl in Germany actually Madeleine McCain? Psychics have said in the past she passed away. I think I read on Madeleine years ago, and I definitely saw her passed away. So I guess there's a girl in Germany they're thinking might be her. I didn't pick that up. I felt like immediately she was taken and sort of deleted or something after that they took her. Somebody took her and then they put her somewhere because there was too much heat coming on them. Can a soul spirit pass through a loved one after leaving its body? This is Christine. Listen, girlfriend, I had a patient in the ICU who just came out of a huge cancer surgery. I'll never forget the intern. It was his big patient, and he was writing the orders. She was in the bed in the room. She had a mask on, just as sweet as can be. And he'd done this big surgery trying to remove cancer out of her body. And I says to her, honey, I'm going to turn you, because you try to turn people side to side so that they don't get breakdowns. I said, I'm going to turn you and, get you more comfortable, get you on your other side. And she sort of nodded and she said, okay. And as soon as I turned her towards me, I could feel her go right through my body. I could feel it. It was so strong. It went like all the hair stood up. I could feel her energy pass right through me. And I remember stopping, like, whoa, but all you could hear was the O2 mask going off, the shh. And then I looked down at her, I called her name, and I was trying to get vitals, and I yelled out for the doctor, and he come running in, and she was dead. But she passed right through me. Whoa, what's this? Evie, Highlander, a few years back, a man and woman were taken off a plane in Belarus. I believe his name was Roman, and I think her name was Sophia. I read a while back she was given a 6-year sentence, but never heard anything more about Roman. Is he okay? Yeah, he's still alive. He's got a sentence too. They did something that these people thought was wrong. I feel they'll get out sooner than 6 years, though. And Jody says, is China serious about helping Russia? Yeah, but it's not going to turn out the way Russia would like. They're kind of stifling it because they know the US is going to be pissed, maybe even take more money or not trade with them anymore, which is going to, they can't afford any mess up. Okay. What? Kim said, question, will the Republicans succeed in getting a statue put up for Clarence Thomas? I just heard no. Because Clarence Thomas down the road will not be looked at as a hero. Nope. Okay. Yeah, you know. Oh, B said she dreamt President Clinton passed away. And remember what I was saying in my 2003 predictions? I saw Jimmy Carter, and that's not hard. Geez, the guy's 98 and a half years old. You know, they're getting ready to kick the bucket anytime. I think his wife will go within the year after. And then I felt Clinton, and I was feeling maybe Clinton in 2023. He's a vegetarian now. He watches his weight. He eats right. He's at the doctors if anything happens. So I don't know why I got that, because I know he's trying not to, and he loves them grandchildren. So Erwin the Gray, is Epstein still alive and living on the island of Porto Santo? Nope. Didn't you see his dead body on the table? Epstein was murdered, and that girlfriend said he was murdered. Selenite said, hey, Linda, it's mind-blowing when I think of the bad karma Trump has created for himself in this life. Can you check with your guides for any comments? He must have added literally thousands of lives. Here's the deal, Selenite. I understand that we're looking at them and thinking, even Christy Alley, I kind of felt sorry for her because I knew she was going to come into a holy crap. We cannot wish for bad karma for anyone. It's actually kind of none of our business about what kind of karma somebody's going to get. Yeah, it's not good what he's doing and the terrible things he's done to others, but trust me, what goes around comes around, and it will hit him. But we can't sit and be gleeful about it. We can't go neener, because that's our human thing. We look forward to justice being served, but his will be served. It's almost like that exorcist thing. Remember, he said, make that drawer come out again, and the demon said, in time. And trust me, in time, you will see. We will witness in this lifetime, this man. Just, okay. Wiki says, here's another one. We shouldn't be excited. She says, Linda, Lindsey Graham is sounding a little worried about perjury in Georgia. Is he one of the people that would be charged? I'm not, you know what? He's got trouble. The way he presented what he did, he's trying to backtrack it, or I don't know if they're thinking that he should be charged, but I'm not seeing perjury charges on Lindsey. I'm seeing trouble for Lindsey. There's somebody who out and out lied, and it wasn't Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham tried to tap dance around it. I don't know where you guys get this stuff. If it brings you joy, said, is 45 required to wear a monitoring device? No. Is Julian Sand still alive? Will they find him? No and no. I'm so sorry. I just read on that. I saw him. He's deceased. And he's in a light, a brilliant light. But when I asked him, are they going to find your body? He said, no, I almost saw it being petrified or torn apart or something by Grant. But he's not suffering. Biden will support Andrea. Biden will be appointing some more Supreme Courts. I see 2 more. Well, Fox Jury Award voting machine company. Absolutely. This is the beginning of the end for Fox. They're going to have to change their whole format. You know, they knew that Trump was lying. They knew that thing was no good. They were trying to get a hold of Trump and saying, call it off, please call it off. And then, you know, they were so upset with Trump. They knew it was terrible. But then when they were saying, what the heck is he doing? The numbers for Fox News started to drop. It was all about money, you guys. And then that's when the bigwigs said, you know what, just go with whatever Trump says. Let's just play with it. Yeah, it was stolen. Yeah, it was this company. And they ate it up and knew it was a lie. But they did it for the money and the numbers. Remember that. This will be all brought out in the wash, my friends. We'll be looking, we can't be gleeful, but we'll be looking at Fox News hanging out. Then I see a whole different batch of type of news media people coming in. They'll actually, I think I told you this a while ago, they'll actually be a decent news place, but not now. Ooh. Hold on, I just got another hit. Murdoch is going to pass sooner than later. And I've been predicting that. But I see that because they're losing so much money, I see the family selling Fox News. So whoever picks it up is a decent organization. Stessa Levy, she's saying that, can the United States ever heal from all this? And listen, the healing comes from within. Don't be worried about Donald Trump or anybody being prosecuted. It will happen. Jack Smith will come in. Trust me on this. I know it's taken forever. But the more we just know that this too shall pass, the easier it'll be on us, because we're creating anxiety and high blood pressure and, you know, no sleep because of this jerk. Yeah, Barbara says, I'm getting a bit upset about the growing number of tarot readers saying we are going to have World War III. I'm trying to calm myself down. And you know, I've read a lot. And I've watched Notre Dame, and Notre Dame has always been describing World War II, in my opinion. And he was also describing, people who are saying it goes for 2023, a terrible person, like Putin kind of energy, but then has to get shipped to an island. Well, who is that? Napoleon. So I sometimes think they just don't have it right. And that blind woman, she predicted. And maybe they're right. I just wish, I can't tell you that I see it. I just don't see it. I knew that Putin would not dare drop a bomb. If this happens, it just doesn't happen right now. Okay, I just don't see it. But remember too, that if it's as prophesied, if it's supposed to happen, then we'll just, don't live your life in fear. Fear is a waste of life. Live your life knowing that, you know, be grateful for today. Okay, we could have one of those big meteorites hit the earth and end it right now. Okay, so don't be afraid. I've read people who I was so good at details about their life, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe the next day they got in a car accident and they called and they said, why didn't you see that? I don't see everything, you guys. Oh, Ava, that's a good one. Why is Pence not saying, sure, by the way, he'll have to comply with subpoena. Oh, they know I don't have to do this. No, we know you do have to do this. So don't even worry about that. Why is he doing it? Because he's going to run for president and he doesn't want to lose the Trumpster. So that way, if he complied right away, he looks like a loser. And they're already calling him a loser. There's no chance in the world he'll win. Oh, that's a good one, Terry. She wants to know, will there be violence when Trump's indicted? Let's take a look, see. Shall we? I was looking because I knew when they raided Mar-a-Lago, they didn't really raid it. They said, we're coming down. They told his Secret Service everything was kosher. And then he acted like it was a big raid. But I often wonder, will people rally? He's not going to jail. If he's indicted, he's like sitting at home being indicted. A lot of people are going to be happy. Ooh, he'll be upset. There might be a few rallies, but it's nothing like January 6th. There's no huge event taking place here. Okay. Cynthia, I've never heard of this. She said, did the red cloud in the sky above Turkey have anything to do with the earthquake? I have no idea about that. I did see a picture of lights bursting right before the earthquake, and the same thing happened in Japan with that big earthquake. Okay, Nancy wants to know, and then I'll have to get off. Nancy wants to know, can you give examples of getting out of your own way? Getting out of your own way is getting out of your head, getting out of those thoughts, getting out of the phobicness we tend to do. And we worry, you know, we're humans. We need to know we can afford the groceries. We can, gee, I hope my car isn't going to cost that much to fix. These things are part of living. I was always in panic. But what taught me with cancer, like I thought I was going to die, okay? What taught me with cancer was when I gave it up and said, fair enough. If I die, I die. If I live, fantastic. When I got calm and stopped overthinking it, because there's a lot of overthinkers out there. I got a friend right now that's just phobic about something his son is doing, and he wants to make sure that things happen the way that'll make them happy. But I see it and I don't know how to tell him, you guys, stop, relax. The kid's fantastic. It's going to work out. But sometimes we can't specifically tell you when or where. So just know, getting out of your own way means stop phobicking on every little thing. Stop overthinking. And watch the magic that happens within. It's a beautiful world out there, you guys. And you're the one that can make it uglier or happy. So it's wonderful talking to you guys. I will see you again Wednesday, because I'm going to be on with Andre. And we will ask him about, will people be more psyche with the Pluto and Aquarius? Okay, you guys, love you all. Take care. Cheers.